Hi there, everybody. Dr. Coletti with Baywest Health and Rehab. Today I wanted to talk about headlines being, why can't we all just get along? And what I mean by that is as a physician, whether we are DCs, DOs, MDs, it's about the patient, okay? And I am not ashamed or feel any lower equality on the totem pole scale of physicians. I'm a chiropractor, and let's face it, most MDs and DOs on the overall picture kind of look down upon us, and I'm okay with it. I've been in practice 18 years, and I get a lot of people that are in pain and discomfort and injured out of pain and into recovery. And we do that with not only my hands, but with our staff and our cold lasers and our physical therapies and all of our modalities. But I just got off the phone with a primary care who I often will call my primary carers of mutual patients of ours, that tell me that their doctors told them they're wasting their time coming to see a chiropractor, or maybe it's not just to come see a chiropractor, or some of the modalities like cold laser, or some of the other physical therapies for their conditions. And I always call these doctors out, and I'm just gonna, very nicely, I will call them and I will communicate with them to say, hey, so-and-so, Dr. Coletti, I'm with Baywest Health and Rehab. We have a mutual patient, Jane Doe, and I wanted to communicate, hopefully we could talk about that patient a little bit. And the patient told me, you said this. And I love to hear the doctor's response, because 9 out of 10 times what they do is they go back on their heels and they kind of try to like fumble their words a little bit because they're not sure really what to say, because frankly they've been called out. And I'm not calling to berate them. I'm not calling them to yell at them. You asked me 10 years ago, I was that chiropractor who kind of had a chip on his shoulder. And now I don't, because I don't have to, because fortunately I've been able to help so many patients throughout the Pasco County area. And throughout Pinellas and Hernando as well. But I don't have to do that anymore. And I want to call them out because I want us all to get along. Because at the end of the day, there is a time and a place for a patient to be on some medications, whether they're muscle relaxers or whether the pain is so intense, something to relieve their pain, or some anti-inflammatories. We all need to work together. And that's kind of one of my missions, is to not try to take some of these other doctors that do not do what we do, and we do meaning chiropractic, and try to kind of shake their heads a little bit. I just want us all to get along. I want us all to be able to think that we are in this for the patient. We want to kind of collectively get the patient right, whether they need meds, whether they need further specialists, or they just need some soft tissue treatment for their injuries, regardless of what their problem is. So this message not only goes out to my patients, but it's more of an informative, but it goes out to all my fellow doctors, because I get referrals on a daily basis now from primary care physicians throughout this area, but there's still those few that when I get those, I call them out. So this message is to all of you other physicians that might hear this within your practices. Call the doctor up and try to be responsible, and try to just communicate with that physician on an even level playing field, okay? Because we're all on the same page and we all want what's best for the patient. So let's all just get along. I am Dr. Coletti, Baywest Health and Rehab. I am out.